Hello, my YouTube family. Okay, I just want to start off by saying I apologize for yesterday's late uploading. It was not due to me. It was due to the YT giving me a hard ass time. I had to upload this video at least 4 times, people. At least 4 times before it finally went through. It wasn't accepting. It wasn't accepting. It wasn't. I was like, what the hell? What am I doing wrong? I don't know what I did wrong, people. But finally on the fourth try, late at night, like 9:30 or whenever, it finally uploaded. So I do apologize for that. That's news number one. News number two is another one bit the dust. I know, people. Before you know it, it'll be just me. I'll be just the only one working there. I don't know. He quit as of yesterday. He resigned as of yesterday. I don't know what's going on. It's like once a week now. At least once every 2 weeks or once a week. Somebody's either getting fired or quitting. Just give me my paycheck like y'all did today, because today was payday, and just let me work and let me do my job and let me call it a day. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I called my father before I started this video. I had to tell him. I had to inform him because he always wants to know what's going on in my job. And with everybody quitting every 2 days, he's like, what the hell is going on? I said, you are asking me? I work there and I can't even answer that question. So that's that. So let's get on with lips of the day, people. Okay. Lips of the day. We are talking about a purple day. Purple. A purple day. I haven't worn purple lips in quite a while, people. And this one was lined with a no-name brand, really. This is Italia Deluxe. I got this at Amazon. Deep purple, ultra-fine lip liner. Italia Deluxe. Deep purple. Lined. And I filled it with my cutesy. I really do love this. Hold on. My Lime Crime. My Lime Crime lipstick in the color, I don't know if y'all be able to see that, Poisonberry. Poisonberry. I love Poisonberry. It's got a candy-like smell. Oh, I love it. That's Poisonberry, people. Poisonberry. It is. And it is rather drying. I think it's a matte, but I'm not really sure. I don't think it's a matte, but it's a rather drying lipstick. So I've got a ton of, Carmex. I'm just going to keep calling it Carmex, even though it's not Carmex anymore. Vaseline or Carmex, you need a ton of it underneath. And then you can apply, and all is right with the world, because then it won't budge. It won't go anywhere. You won't. It really won't. It won't go anywhere. So there you have it. And that is it. And that is all. So that's it, people. It is Friday. It's Friday, but you would think I have a relaxing weekend. I can't really complain, but I do have things to do. First off, I have to go to the bank. That's number one. That's the first thing. Secondly, I have to go back to my auto mechanic and tell them I need my whole, whatever they did when they were changing the oil 2 weeks ago. I need the whole thing readjusted, because I'm starting the car and the whole oil change light is coming on again, and I know I already did it. So, and my speedometer or odometer or whatever, they reset it. It needs to be reset back to where it was before, and I'm not leaving until they do it. Okay. The last time, Alex, that's the guy who takes care of my car, he wasn't there. He was on vacation. I gave him 2 weeks. He better be back he better be back tomorrow. He better be in the office tomorrow, because I'm not budging, and I'm not paying a dime either. You guys did this. Fix it back to what it was. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's not going to affect anything? No, it affects me. Okay, it affects me. It affects the driver. Okay? And if you want to continue to have my business, you'll do what I want. Thank you. You charge an awful lot anyway. And for this, y'all ain't going to charge me shit. excuse my French, because 2 weeks ago you changed my oil and this is what you did. I want you to undo it. Bring it back to what it was before. I won't go there with this attitude, people, but this is what I want. Okay. I should have stayed there and had them do it that very day when they did change my oil, but I wanted to leave and I wanted to go home and. But now I gave Alex 2 weeks. I know he was on vacation. I don't know if he was on vacation for 1 week or 2. I gave you 2. I'm back now. Do what I want. Hey. So I need to do that. After that is taken care of, I have to go to the pharmacy again to get my $4. Well, after I go to the bank, I'll go straight to the pharmacy first, so I'll have more money to get my $4 for my scratch off, my win for life. I did not go after work. I should have done it after work today. I had a lot of things. I should have gone to the bank today after work today, and I should have gone to the pharmacy. But when you are just drained and all you want to do is just go home. So that's what I want to do. I want to go home. So I went home. As a matter of fact, I left the office 15 minutes later because let me tell you, and I know y'all are going to think, oh, she likes. No. There's this guy. He's a youngin', but he is one of those intellectuals, and he is so smart, and he's not a nerd, but he's a brainiac, but he's an intellectual. So once we start talking, when he stands in front of my desk and we're watching whatever's going on, it has something to do with home security, and the bill failed, it didn't go through or whatever. So he was watching because he was interested in what was going on. So they didn't pass the bill. Okay, so the time is still clicking. They have until midnight tonight to come to a resolution of some sort. So we were talking about that. And I mean, the conversation was flowing. When I talk to him, it is like time because he stopped at my desk and it was 5:20. So I said, okay, well, he's, 5:30 is going to be coming here before you know it. Well, we started talking about that, about nature, about, why is there evil in the world? I mean, our conversation ran through the gamut of all sorts of things. And then, finally I said, well, we were getting into another topic. And I said, that's a topic for another day, because he goes, yeah, you're right. And I said, and I tell him all the time. I don't want to tell him too much, but I do tend to do this. I tend to tell him, you are the type of person that I can hold a conversation with because you're an intellectual. And this is the kind of conversation that stimulates my mind. I've been telling him this every time we talk, but I don't want him to think that I'm coming on to him, because I'm not. I don't like him like that. Not that he's ugly or anything like that. Him being this intellectual, I could easily be attracted to him, but he a youngin' and he don't see me that way. We just talk. I think he's interested in what I have to say, and I'm interested in what he has to say. So we have that in common. But as far as age is concerned, I couldn't even begin to tell you. He could be in his late 20s, early 30s. I don't think he's in his mid 30s. I'm not really sure. He could be 32, 33 for all I know. I'm not sure. But he is a smart guy, and a guy that, I could spend hours talking with, but I'm not feeling him that way. Do you understand what I mean? I guess I could easily feel that way if we did this every single day, but we don't. It's every once in a while. He'll come through and he'll stop and he'll watch whatever. And then once I see him standing there, it's either one of two things. He's going to turn and talk to me about what we're watching, or he'll just go through the door and, he has work to do. So he's probably just going to keep going to work. But it's a Friday and it was, after hours. So we were just talking. And it was just great. I love talking to him. I love talking to him because that's the kind of conversation I do not get on a daily basis. With him, I can get it. With other people, no. As a matter of fact, let me tell you this. A coworker this morning, He orders breakfast every single morning from the same place. And remember I told you on Valentine's Day that the delivery guy gave me a chocolate flower? This coworker of mine orders from that guy's restaurant every single day. Sometimes the delivery guy delivers, sometimes he doesn't. Most of the time he does though. So before my coworker's food came, he walked through the door and he said, "Where is my food? Nancy, where is my breakfast?" That's what he said. He said, "Nancy, where's my breakfast?" I said, "You know what? I don't know where your breakfast is." I said, "You know what? Where is my breakfast? How come every morning you order breakfast and I have to call you to let you know that your breakfast is here? How come one of these days you just don't say, you know what, Nancy, I would like to pay for your breakfast. How would you like to have breakfast on me? How come that doesn't happen?" And I started to say, such a fantastic, wonderful receptionist that I am, I call you as soon as your food comes. And then he stopped me. He stopped me short. And he said, "Well, maybe you don't get any breakfast because we're still waiting for that wonderful, fantastic receptionist." And then he walked through the door. And as the door was closing, I said out loud, I said, "That's hurtful." I said, "That's really hurtful." And he kept on walking. He was kidding, but there is kidding and there is kidding with a bite and a stab. You know what I mean? You can kid and hee ha ha, but you don't have to kid and hurt somebody's feelings. And that's what he did. I really took it seriously. I really did. So the delivery guy comes and he says, don't call him, because I saw him walking through. So I'm going to do a magic trick. Here he comes. And my coworker, it took him a while. He said he was supposed to come right now. And I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I'm glad he's not here right now because he and I'm a little upset with him right now." So the delivery guy was like, "Why? What did he do? What did he say?" I said, "Well, he said something that kind of hurt my feelings and I don't want to talk to him right now." So my coworker came out, and as he was paying, normally I'll kid with the two of them. I was doing something and I just kept my head down. And the delivery guy says, "I hope you have a better day. Bye." And I said, "Bye. I'll talk to you later." And my coworker didn't pick up on it. He just took his food and he left. About 15 minutes later, he comes back. And he was saying something. And I said, "Mm-hmm." And then he stopped. And he said, "Are we having a fight right now?" And I said, "Yes, as a matter of fact, we are having a fight right now." He said, What happened?" I said, "What happened was you hurt my feelings. What you said, even though you were hee ha ha cutesy and you were kidding, that was kind of hurtful." And he remembered what he said. And he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "That was kind of harsh." I said, "Yeah, that was a little harsh." And I'm a little sensitive. I do have a little bit of sensitivity in me. I'm not a hard ass 24/7. I do have feelings. And he's like, "I'm sorry. Well, can you forgive me? I'm sorry. I really, I was just kidding." I said, "Okay, he goes, "Are we friends now?" And I said, "Yeah, okay, we'll be friends again." And that was the end of that. So that was it. All I needed was an apology. That was really, I'm not going to hold a grudge or anything of that nature. But it was kind of hurtful. And when I was talking to him about it, I was looking him dead in the face. I wasn't laughing. I wasn't like trying to hold back a laugh. I was deadpan serious. Deadpan serious. And so he knew he overstepped his bounds just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because people, I may be just a receptionist, but I give it my all. I give it my all. Sometimes it's a dull day and I don't have anything to do and I do twiddle my thumbs and I, text on the phone or what have you. Sometimes I'm busy as all hell. Raffle tickets, people coming through the door, appointments, phones ringing off the hook, wrong numbers. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but I give it my all. And for him to come out his face and say that, you digging right into somebody's job who's trying to really, you make more money than me. So, and most of the time I see him walking around. How work gets done, I really don't know. Because you constantly walking around, taking a smoking break, doing this, talking to so-and-so, hee hee ha ha, you joking around. How is work getting done? But have you ever heard me say anything about how does your work get done if you are constantly in and out and you're not at your desk. I have never said anything like that. I've thought about it, but you've never heard me say it. But for him to come out and say that, maybe I'm a little sensitive. I don't know. It's not the time of the month or anything, so it's not that kind of a sensitive. But it was just the way he said it, and then he walked away, and I was like, oh wow, that was a little harsh. But I didn't hold a grudge or anything of that nature, and that was that. And he apologized. His apology was really sincere. So I felt it. I saw it in his eyes, and I said, okay, yeah, it's okay. He goes, yeah, that was kind of hurtful. I said, yeah, it was. It was a little sharp. It was just a tad. It was a tad unnecessarily sharp. So that's how my Friday went, people. That's it. I have nothing else to say, to talk about. That is it. That is all. It's going to be a day tomorrow. It's something to do. Normally, this is my ultimate Saturdays, people. I wake up whenever, or when Tom smacks me in the face or walks all over my head or whatever, just to wake mommy up because he's hungry. I wake up, I do the routine, I change his water, I give him fresh food and all of that. And then if I'm exhausted, I'll go back to sleep, or I'll go into the living room, I'll stretch out, turn on the TV, and I will start to watch what I DVR'd throughout the week. But tomorrow, since I have things to do, that is going to have to take a back seat until I come back. So hopefully it won't be too much of an ordeal to reset whatever is in my car. Y'all need to reset that. I have to go to the bank. I have to pick up my $4, my winnings, and my $4 and my scratch off, and then I'll come home. So it'll be, a couple of hours. So I hope it doesn't take a year and a day to reset my car, because it didn't take that long for them to change the oil. And why changing the oil had to change whatever reset in my car? One does normally, I don't think, has anything to do with the other. But that's because Alex wasn't there. Alex is going to be there tomorrow, and I'm going to tell Alex, could you come here for a minute? I need to show you something. Oh, he will set fire on their ass because he knows I am a good client. I come to him from way in Queens. I'm in Queens. The boy is out in Long Island, farther than my job. Okay? Because when I lived out in Long Island, when I lived out in Great Neck, that's where I first came to get my car fixed and inspected and, tuned up and everything. And he did such a fantastic job that I said, okay, I'm going to stick with him. So when I moved back home, I said, I'm not going to find somebody nearby. I will continue to take my car. And he knows I travel. I'm in Queens now. I'm not in Long Island anymore. And I still travel to come and give you my business. So you need to tell your peoples, I may not be a Trump or a Hilton or anything of that nature, but I'm a good client. Have been for years. And you need to set them straight. Fix and don't charge me jack. Okay? That's it. Okay, people. Whew. I need to rest. I need to really rest. You know what I need, right? I need a tray of ice. Y'all know that yesterday, after I finished uploading, I didn't have dinner last night. You know what my dinner was? 4 trays of ice. Constant trips to the bathroom and 4 trays of ice. It happens every now and then, people. Sometimes I just don't feel like eating anything other than chewing on ice. It happens. I have to take my iron pill. I will take it tomorrow. Okay? Lou, yes, girl, I will take my iron tomorrow. Okay? And Sunday. Because she's kind of scolded me in one of her comments. You didn't scold me, but you were like, girl, take your pill. Yeah, okay. Yes, I will. I'll take my pill. Okay. All right, people. So that is that with that upon that. That's it. I have nothing else to tell you, nothing else to show you. This was my cute little lime crime lipstick with the unicorn. I love this unicorn, people. I love this lime crime. The packaging is just too cute. And I've done a lip look on this before. And you know, like I said in the first video, I feel like I'm 16 years old when I take this out because it's just so kiddish. I mean, unicorns, really? But it's cute, isn't it? Hello. So that is that with that upon that, people. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you on Monday. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Stay warm if you are in the East Coast and stay cool if you're in the West. I don't know. Just, you know, just let's stay together. Have a good, safe weekend. I love you and I will talk to you on Monday. All right. Bye now.